want to go back just a little bit and think about when you first started this program and you started thinking about what it was that you wanted to change, whether it was to lose weight or to get leaner or to build more muscle mass. Sometimes in the process of doing anything that we want to accomplish, finding that motivation to get you moving in that direction sometimes is difficult. And so one of the things that I talk to my patients about is getting leverage on yourself so that you can actually move yourself in the direction that you're trying to go. And there tends to be a hierarchy in anybody's life and in terms of your own priorities that will move you in a particular direction. And so I've drawn this fulcrum and lever to show you that there are different things that motivate different people to get started headed towards what we're all trying to accomplish, which is change. And so the way that I've drawn this is I've got the lever, and change over here for a lot of people tends to be that heavy work. It's something that is not always the easiest thing to do. And getting the momentum started so that you're able to move into the direction that you want to go, sometimes it takes really finding something that's going to drive you that direction. And sometimes it's not just one thing, but in general, here I'm just going to show you a few ways to look at this and show you that some of the things that might be driving you in a particular direction may not be as powerful as other things. For instance, a lot of times, many of the patients that I see in my clinic, one of the things that they'll tell me is, I just want to look better, okay? That just comes down to vanity. And I'll tell them there's nothing wrong with that. Who doesn't want to look better? I want to look better. I think most people want to look better in terms of the way that they dress, in terms of the way that they feel. But in general, if the only thing that is driving you to change, and say you have 50 pounds to lose, and all that really drives you is, I want to look better. Well, to be honest, the fuel that underlies the ability to get yourself to change, if it's just based in, I want to look better, and it's basically just vanity, there's a possibility that you might not have the leverage that you need to get you moving towards change. There may not be enough fuel behind that desire in that statement of, I just want to look better. On the other hand, if on a daily basis you're having difficulty finding clothes that fit you, and you spend 30 minutes to an hour every morning trying to find something that fits, and that is a struggle that you're going through day in, day out, that can be very motivating. So if that's the case, not only do you have the vanity of wanting to look better, but you're also irritated and struggling every day, and your weight is impacting you in a very, very conscious sort of way because you can't find clothes that you're comfortable wearing when nothing fits. Another thing that I hear is, I have no energy, okay? And certainly if you have a fair amount of weight to lose and you're not eating very well and you're not exercising, then many people complain that they don't have energy. So you can see as we go down and look at the fulcrum as it broadens towards the base, the weight of each one of these may be more compelling as more of them apply to you. So most of us have a certain amount of vanity. We want to look our best, and that can be a driving force. Certainly if your clothes aren't fitting and you feel like you don't have any energy, that can drive you towards change. As we go down here, some people will tell me, I just don't feel well, and that's where their weight and the way that the weight that they're carrying is beginning to impact them from a health standpoint. And when people have gained weight to the point where they're starting to have no energy, they don't feel well, a lot of times then they begin to fear the onset of illness. And that can be a major motivator in getting you to take action to change. A big one that I see all the time is actual illness. My patients many times are being treated for high blood pressure, or they are pre-diabetic, or they have already developed type 2 or adult onset diabetes, and many of these individuals want to get off of their medications. And once you have all of those things adding to the pressure for you to change, it gets much easier to get that motivation to get started down that road to change. On the other hand, I see people who have all of this going on and they're just complacent and they somehow cannot get themselves to take action and to lose weight and to get healthier. But what I want to get across to you is that everybody is different in this capacity, and the things that motivate us a lot of times are different. What motivates me is going to be different than what motivates you, and what motivates you is maybe different from what motivates someone else that you know. But in general, what I'm really wanting you to do, I want to encourage you to do a little soul searching and to think about what is it in your life that's really bothering you, and think about, if you don't change it, what's going to happen? If you don't lose weight, what will happen a year from now? If you don't lose weight and improve your health and start eating better, where are you going to be 5 years from now? How is that going to impact your relationship with your family or your spouse or your children? All of these things are things that I want you to think about so that you can get leverage on yourself to get you moving in the right direction so that you can change and make all of this happen. Because if you can get leverage on yourself and you can really internalize it and realize that if you don't change, then some negative things are likely to happen, then that's the type of thing that can really make a dramatic difference in your life, just getting really clear about those things. So I want to encourage you to do a little soul searching, get really clear about what you can utilize in your own life to get leverage on yourself, and then get started making the changes that you know are necessary and get started.